Evening, boys.
Evening, Sally.
Welcome to The Chatting, your local pubcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Mark.
And I'm the other Mark. 3 pints, Sally. And what are you having?
Oh, I'll have a gin fizz.
Cheers. I'll fetch him over.
Evening, boys.
Evening, Roberto. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Excellent. Had a shave, I see.
Or a haircut.
It is getting quite long now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is really getting long.
You know what you look like?
It's starting to bother me.
It
really is.
Have you ever watched that BBC sitcom called Ghosts?
No.
I know of it.
And there's a bloke in it. He almost looks like half a beast. He's just like half furry.
He's like a caveman. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
So I look like a caveman.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I mean, I've been telling you for weeks that you look a mess, but you just don't believe me.
Hang on.
He does look a mess.
I don't think I look a mess.
I've just repeated it.
Hang on. I'm going to get a picture up. We'll have to.
We'll have to put it on his socials, will we?
We'll have to put it on his socials.
That old chestnut.
I thought I looked pretty good on Kendal Calling video.
What video?
Pass it round.
Well, for the benefit of the tape, yes, that does look like Rob.
We need to put some glasses on it.
For the benefit of the tape, Mark's just pointed out that it looks like me.
Yeah.
They still can't see what it is.
We need to put some glasses on it.
But those who will know.
Are we showing Rob?
Yeah, he won't be happy.
He won't be happy now. I mean, he looks,
you cheeky bugger.
I mean, that caveman looks a bit dirty as well. And I'm not saying you look dirty. Oh, sorry, you want your phone back. I'm not saying you look dirty, bad way.
I mean,
you're a very clean
It is.
man.
It is very long now, or getting very long.
Yes.
And also, he's definitely due a cut.
Yeah,
but
you said that last time, and I don't think you've cut it since then, have you?
No.
Move on.
Yeah, no, I have had it cut. I have had it cut since then.
But you mean when you say I've had it cut, do you not cut your own beard?
Well, I try and trim it a little bit, but I let the barber do most of the work on it.
Caveman Robin. That's his name. Hey, what about that? Robin.
Yeah.
That's it. That's your name now, Robin.
Thank you.
Robin, caveman.
Yeah, they have to shape it up and all that, so
What
I just let
Robin?
them do it.
Just do it yourself.
I just do, neaten it up every now and again.
Just shave it off, that'll be easier. Save
But
yourself
anyway,
money.
now we've got over the fact that my hair's long and my beard's longer.
Yeah.
Yes, Robin.
Still look better looking than all you three anyway.
That's what I have an issue with, Rob. Normally I'd agree with you. And normally I'd say, yeah, you're a good-looking lad. Do you know what? I think we've pipped you now, mate, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think you've slipped down the rankings a little bit. I'm just being honest with you.
So not only do you need a haircut and a beard trim, you also need an eye test.
The funny thing is that at Kendal Calling, when I'm stood in front of Mark's caravan as he's DJing, obviously he's got the flag up.
Yeah.
And there's 2 women stood next to me. She went, "So, which one are you then? Are you that guy there?" Pointed to you.
Pointed to me.
I was like, "No, that's."
I bet nobody thought you were me, did you?
No.
Well,
definitely not.
You see, there you go, mate. You're slipping down the rankings, you see.
Yeah.
Well,
so you stay like that, because then we've got a chance as 3.
It'll come off at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, if I leave it long enough, it'll
Do you know
fall
what? Do you know
off.
what? It'll come off sooner than now. Now I've just said to him that I think it's slipped down the rankings.
You might find that's the case.
Yeah. He'll be shaving on way home.
Shaving it mid-episode.
Get this shaved off.
When he's washing his face in Veet tonight.
Veet.
Could you imagine?
Oh, no.
Hey, do you know what? I once...
Beated your balls?
No.
Oh.
My chest. But I was like, right, sod it. And I just rubbed it all over.
You haven't got an airy chest, though?
Not normally.
Not
but
like me.
I didn't used to. And then it did. So I thought, I can't be asked for shaving this. So Eleanor got some Veet. And I literally just went like that, rubbed it all over me. Nipples and everything.
How long do you leave it on for, though?
Too long.
And you didn't even do this for charity?
It were like, honestly, they were like a pair of boiled eggs. They were so... I can imagine.
In all fairness, that's what my balls look like when I beat them.
They were so... Yeah, don't...
So are my balls.
I didn't realise it was that course of sort of hot, you know...
I mean, stupid question, but you've obviously never used them on your balls, have you?
No.
Is anybody else?
Have you?
Yeah.
No, I tried it once. I did try it once, and it was far too uncomfortable. So I just shave now.
Yeah. I'm the same. I just bick it. But I did try it once, and did all right. I thought it's all right this, and then the second time I did it, and I left it on for too long, and it is literally like been burnt.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what it does, doesn't it? It burns
Yeah.
it. That's what it does.
Yeah, it was very.
What did it
very
used to be
painful.
called?
What, the Veet stuff?
Yeah.
Don't know. I don't use it, so
I've
I
only
wouldn't
ever
know.
known it as Veet.
No, it would definitely call
It
something
were
different.
called something else because I think it was actually called what it used to be called when I tried it.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. I
Which
tried it
is-
when it were cold, and then I got in my
ChatGPT.
head. I got to the point where I'm thinking I can't say that sentence because I can't remember what it were called.
You're getting like me.
You'll know as
Yeah, you
yeah.
will.
Have you found it, Mark?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to show us all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Neat. It weren't. It was called IMAC.
Imac.
ah, yeah. Why did they change it? Have you googled that?
Oh, it's the same reason why they changed
Mammoth and bars.
GIF to Sith, probably.
Yeah, that's true. We should
can
do an
still-
episode
I can
on
still,
that,
I
shouldn't
can
we?
still give you the reason why that is if you want.
Oh,
I mean,
why
you told
they
me I
changed
weren't
it?
allowed last time, but
What?
why the
they changed
names
it?
have
Yeah, it's
changed?
'cause
on
it's
things.
European, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. That's correct. Yeah, it's European license.
Brings them all together.
Well, no, it's licensing.
That's why they named V from that.
It was always called V in Europe, IMAC in the UK,
Oh, right,
and
okay.
then the licensing to get the licensing through and stuff like that. They just changed it to V as opposed to always having to pay for UK licensing.
You know what they should have done in
Ah.
first place is they should have named that in V in first place instead of going, well, what should we call it in UK?
I agree.
Do
Possibly
you
so.
know what I mean, why name it something different in first place?
Or why make us change it and not make them
Yeah.
change it? Because IMAC
Yeah.
sounds better.
I'll tell you why they made us change it, because they couldn't make us change the pound to the euro.
That's probably it, Mark.
Yeah.
It'd be fair. That's
Even though
probably,
pound's worth less than euro now. Probably.
well, it is for a minute. It'll get better.
Before you guys bore us about Kendal, I've just want to get some off my chest if you don't mind.
Oh, hello.
You ain't got some IMAC, have you?
I like that, mate.
Nice
That's
link.
good. That's better than your Jesus joke. I like that.
We're gonna have to dig this Jesus joke out from somewhere, you know,
Yeah, I
because
can't
none of us know what that Jesus
I
joke
just
is. You know.
remember it
I don't
really
even-
good.
I don't even remember saying it.
We
No.
should do it. I know we're going to go on a rant in a minute. We should do top 5 Mark's jokes, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
And
Can
Would
you
we get
find them?
5? Would we get 5?
Jesus is number 1. That
And
second
Jesus is number 2.
Ice
that
cream
beat-
van, Barry,
Ice cream
number
van.
one.
one. Do
Number
you think
2.
so?
Yeah.
I thought the Jesus joke was really good.
I did.
It weren't a joke, that, right? It was
Ice cream
more of
2.
a
And
one-liner,
that
wasn't it?
Veet one's number 3. I think we. Anyway, you go, Kurt, go.
So listen, I've just got to get off my chest. There's no right, but we live. I don't understand, right?
Here we go.
You don't know how to get it up your
No, I
chest.
don't, because there's so many things I want to say, right, that I've kind of come
Welcome
across
to
over
my world.
the past few days. That we really do live in a messed up world, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So let me tell you, first thing, this isn't my rant, but just first thing that I found something out today, right, by
Okay.
watching a documentary. For the first time ever, as a globe in the world, there are more obese children than there are starving children. For the first time in the world.
Has it just overtaken?
Just overtaken.
those
The
figures?
percentage of children in like starvation versus the percentage of children of obeseness that are obese, there's more obese children than there are.
So when they call that,
Right.
don't we call that a success?
Well, I was just going to say, why don't we send the obese children to live with the other children that kind of might regulate,
Balance it out
a little
Yeah,
bit.
balance it
Send
out a
them
bit.
the food they're
You mean
eating.
swap them over?
Well, they send them together and give them the same amount of food and say, right, you eat with
Well, like
you
Rich-
just sharing that food,
Yeah.
Like
and
Rich-
then it'll bring them down and them up.
Like
That is a plan.
Like that TV program, Rich House, Poor House.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway,
We could try that.
the main reason, right? I know we've spoke about little bits of this before, so I'm not saying that we're going to do a full episode on it or even longer than 5 minutes, but
it'll be longer than 5 minutes.
longer. Insurance.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know, but
What type?
it is the biggest scam
Yes.
Yes.
in the world.
Yes.
And I don't understand why nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Right.
Because it's too big.
Well, yeah, but
It's like a protection racket. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I'm going to start. You know, one of these petitions where you get so many signatures and then it's
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
be discussed at the House Lords.
We know what petitions are.
Because I genuinely, think that it's getting to a point where something needs to be done.
right.
And I know that's easy to
Okay.
say, and we all sit here and go, well, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But really, when you really boil down to it, right? So, if you pay car insurance, when you're filling in how much, for your premium or whatever, it asks you the value of the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you want to insure.
Yeah.
Now, why does it ask you that value?
Well, you'd assume it's because they want to know how much you're wanting to insure.
How
so
much?
that if you have an accident, how much they're going to pay you so that you can get that car.
Yes. For me, that is what you would assume is happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
it's a misconception that.
yeah, but it's still
It's a factor.
it's still the factor of what you know.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to insure,
If it gets stolen or fired or whatever else, then
Yep.
it needs replacing.
yeah, and if you're wanting to insure a £50,000 car,
Yeah.
surely that premium might be slightly higher than if you want to insure a £1,000 car. I know that there's other factors. I'm just really boiling it
Yeah.
down to the bare things. Okay. So then, if something happens to that car, so you're fully comprehensive, you've got all your cover, you've paid your premiums,
fully
you're paying your
comp-
premiums,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
blah blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
You've put in there that your car is worth £8,000, right? Why is it that when it happens that you've got a claim on that car, it's been written off and whatever? Why is it that then they can start giving you offers on what they think that car is worth right now, when you've been paying a premium
Based on
the valuation that you gave them in the first place? Why is it not a case of, here's the value of my car, that can be checked or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever they do, go through, and then when it comes to it, you need to claim on that car, and it's based on, because that's the premium that you'd be basing it on.
So this is how clever insurance is, and I don't know for certain, but I've got a better understanding of it now because one of our listeners is actually very successful in the insurance business. And I'm talking massive insurance as well. We're not talking just a car.
Yeah.
So when, again, like I say, I don't know specifically about the car thing, but what I will say is, based on what I think is right, you're telling the insurers what your car is worth.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying, "Oh, we agree."
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, "That's fine. If that's what you think it's worth, then you're entering that." They're not obliged. They're not saying, "Okay, yep, that's no problem."
Why ask it then? Why ask what what you think it's worth? Because it sounds like it's irrelevant what you think it's worth.
Because they can.
But why not? Why not say what car have you got and what year is it? And then it will automatically pull up the value of your car, as in that's what we're telling you it's worth.
Yep.
That's what you're insured for.
Because then, if that car then is actually worth less than what they've told you, they've overestimated their insurance payout. So insurance, in its rawest form, from my understanding, I had a really good conversation. I don't want to mention his name because he might have he might have customers that are like, "Oh, hang on a minute, his trades."
Yeah.
But if he is listening, and I will speak to him to see if I can get him on, and he'll explain it in great detail because it's absolutely fascinating. It's effectively betting.
Right.
It's betting. It's edging.
Yeah.
From their
edging your bets.
perspective, not from our perspective.
Correct. So they're edging the bets.
Yeah.
And so it's like placing a bet on, right, are you going to have an accident? Is it likely? Or is anything going to happen to this car? And that's essentially what you're doing. And the higher risk the bet, the worse the insurance premium for you.
Yeah, but the monthly payment, yeah. The premium.
well,
yeah.
Which
the
is
higher the
fine.
premium.
Yeah.
Which is fine. If
So-
they were telling you
No.
that we've given you a quote for £30 a month,
Yeah.
but actually what that will cover you for is your car being around this price.
Yes. But then if then when something happens to that car and it gets inspected and they go, it's only worth 500 quid this, they don't want to be then giving you $2,000 for a car that's worth 500 quid, do they?
I know. I think for me, it just depends. So I totally get what you're saying. For me, I think it depends on the algorithm on how much your premium is weighted on the value of the car. So if there's hardly any weighting involved at all in it, well then my argument is nil and void. Do you get what I mean? It's just a way of they want to know what you think it's worth or whatever. But if it has got a weight into it, then you're paying a premium based on the value of that car.
So, again, this is where I think it's quite clever of the insurance companies that when you're insuring something, you want to get as much cover on it as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So you don't want to undersell your car.
Yeah.
Because if you tell them that your 10 grand BMW is only worth 5, and they come and inspect it and they go, yeah, it's worth 7. Oh yeah, you said it was worth 5. You've given them the lot. You've lowballed yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. To get your premiums lower, do you mean?
No, to get your payout down. So
You want your payout down, you want your payout up.
that's right.
So why would you be trying to get your payout down?
Because what Kirk's saying is about you valuing you're valuing your own car.
Yes.
So the higher the value you put in,
Yeah.
it's going to have an effect on the premium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the insurance company
Yep.
wins.
Yeah.
When it comes to the inspection at the end, it's not worth what you said it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The insurance company wins.
Yes. Which I understand. I understand that can be. You know, I've said this before. I am a capitalist, and I understand that's how business
Yeah.
work.
I'm not saying it's right.
What I have an issue with is that when you start talking about an insurance that you have to have.
Yeah.
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 So I almost
That's
It's
in the
not a
base.
lu-
That's a
it's
bit.
not a luxury.
Well,
It's
that's in the basic
yeah.
form that covers then the other party should you have an accident.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a bit more black and white. Right. So how much do you want to insure the car for? 10 grand. Right. That is £200 a month. If I'm happy to pay £200 a month
Then
and I
you-
have an accident,
you
you
pay
pay
me
me 10 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what my car's worth.
Because
You
you've
give me
said
10
that
grand.
payment is
Yeah.
worth the
Yeah. I
£10,000.
want
That's how I
and
see
they
it.
they go, it's 900 quid.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, oh, I can't afford that. Well, then you better lower your car
You better
price.
lower your
aren't you?
price. That's exactly.
That's it.
That's right.
That's exactly.
Now, the closest thing to that you might not be familiar with this, Mark. When you get a new caravan, you do
That's right. I'm not familiar with getting a new caravan.
when you get a new
I only buy
caravan,
second-hand ones.
they actually ask you whether you want new like for new for like
like
Like for like.
Like for
like
like.
for like.
Yes.
Yeah,
new for old.
new for old. So we've done that, but it only runs up to 5 years maximum.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 year left on this. But if something happened to our caravan now, we are paying a premium at a set price.
You're like, fingers crossed.
Yeah. That no matter how much the caravans have gone up in price, we will get the brand new model of our caravan
Yep.
at whatever price it's at, and they've given us a quote for that amount. And every year we have to let them know that what the new price is for that caravan. And it sounds as though they take your word for that, because at the end of the day, they are handsomely charging you whatever that is that you're asking
Yeah.
for. So, but they don't do that with cars, do they? That's not what they're
That's
doing.
not. That's my
I
argument.
suppose that's gap insurance.
Well,
'Cause
gap insurance-
works similar to that.
It does,
doesn't
but that's only if you've got a car on finance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've bought a car outright
Yeah.
for 6,000, so you go out, you buy a car outright for 6 grand. Yeah. You pay the 6 grand. To you, that car's worth 6 grand because that's what you've just paid for
in
it.
that first year, yeah.
Right.
Well,
it's irrelevant
in
because
that moment.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
irrelevant because your
You're paying-
premium
you're paying
is for
premiums on
that
that.
year. So
Yes.
therefore, if the following year,
Yeah.
if your car value's gone down, then technically your premium should go down because the
Yes.
car's worth less.
Yes.
Now, I understand that then other things come into the factor of, well, maybe you've moved house or maybe you've been caught speeding, whatever. I'm just talking about the value of the car.
If everything else stayed the same.
same.
The
Yeah.
value of the car's
Yeah.
gone down, your payment should go down. The value
Yeah.
of the car's gone down, the payment should go down. And then eventually what happens is, in an ideal world for an insurance company, you get to a point 4 or 5 years down the line, you change your car, they haven't had to pay out, and it
Yeah.
all starts again. And all
Yeah.
that money that they've taken for that 5 years or whatever is in their pocket.
That for me, that's their profit.
Yeah.
Not charging you one thing and then giving you less at the end of it.
So you go,
Yeah.
someone goes out, pays £6,000 for a car, gets their insurance, what's it worth? £6,000, whatever, blah, 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 drives it around for 6 months, 7 months, gets smashed into, gets it wrote off, rings the insurance company, 2 grand they've offered him.
Really?
2 grand.
Not on, is it? Not on.
No, no.
Even though this person can prove that they can't buy the same car with the same kind of mileage and same, this and that other,
Yep.
Yeah.
for anything less currently than 4.5.
Yeah.
So I'd half understand it if they were 4.5 because they said, well, you could buy the same car, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but I understand that. So even though this person can prove that he can't buy that car for anything less than 4.5 grand,
Yeah.
still won't shift.
No,
Yeah.
they're not
But-
interested.
Well, this, again, what you then have to think about, and we're all guilty of this, you want to insure your car. The first thing you do, go compare meerkats, whatever else.
Yeah.
And you literally, which one's cheapest?
Yeah.
Oh, do I get free breakdown? Yeah, I get free breakdown. it's second cheapest, and I get an extra. I don't know, I get windscreen cover, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're not going fourth and fifth most expensive, are you?
Normal people,
Yeah,
you're exactly right.
I do go a bit, but I understand that
Oh,
that's not what most people will be doing.
What's your reasoning for saying I don't want to pay the cheapest? I want to pay.
Normally, because I'm looking at what I am losing out on. What's different between the cheapest one and this one, and normally is the things like paying an excessive excess. Or
So forgetting about the added extras or the excess, whatever. Let's say that the top 5, they all offer the same, and there's, I don't know, £100 annual premium between the cheapest and the 5th cheapest. Which one are you going to buy?
What was first option?
Well, it's £100 cheaper than the 5th most expensive, but their offering is exactly the same.
Well, I'm going to go for the cheapest.
Yeah, but you don't look at the reviews and what that company's like, because insurance companies are only as good as when you need them.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
And you'll have some companies that will be better and stick to, will be less firm on negotiation, and others that'll be more firm. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
So, and they're all different. There's a reason why there are so many of them, and they're all different price. There's a reason for that. I'm not saying that it's right.
Yeah, no.
But there's a reason why some will be, well, we're cheapest for a reason, because when it comes to paying out, you're gonna have an hard time.
Yeah.
But we're not going to tell you that. We're just going to tell you we're cheapest, because that's all you want now.
I just think anything that's mandated by law, something you've got to have by law, you don't have a choice in it.
It should be regulated.
I think it should be regulated.
Yeah, it should be.
Properly on a sense of this is how it works, and this is, you want to go off almost like NHS and private. If you want to go and pay for private healthcare because you want more bells and whistles and stuff, then you pay for it and you go and do that, and that's up to you.
I think there is scope for that to happen. You just have to accept that everybody is going to be paying a higher premium.
Yeah.
Because the insurance companies are going to start losing out.
Yeah.
And so it's, you're playing, you're betting, you're gambling, right? I don't want to pay as much as what that one's saying. My premium is a bit less. I might get a bit. You don't know that you're going to get a bit less, and there's nothing to say that they're going to be harder on the quote. It's only when you're reading the reviews, on people that have claimed in the past that you'll know how they deal with claims. So it's that trade-off. Do I think I'm going to have a problem with this car? Nah, sod it. I only want to pay. This is my max premium. I want to pay for it.
I mean, I've worked in insurance before. When I worked at Santander,
Oh, here we go.
I worked in
so
insurance.
you'll know a bit.
So I knew a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't car insurance; it was house insurance and contents insurance.
It's funny because I was just about to talk about that, but go on.
And the department I worked in, because obviously I were a TA, a technical advisor on this team, and we had more people working in the department looking for get-out clauses not to pay than we had people working in the department to pay customers. So, I mean, I can't remember exact figures, but let's say for every one person we had working on the claims to pay, we'd have 10 people working on the department finding loopholes, terms and conditions to not pay. I mean, and that's not how a company should run.
No,
I mean,
no.
I'm sure they still probably run like that today, but that's awful.
I have no issue with anyone making money. I have no issue with any company making money. I have no issue with anything like that. I genuinely don't. But it just gets to a point where you kind of, for me, over the last few days or whatever, and more I've thought about different things, and I've thought, where does it stop? Where does all this stop? Because it seems like everything's getting more expensive. Everything, like we just accept now that our insurance premiums go up every year.
Yeah.
Didn't used to be like that.
No.
Didn't used to be like Mark will remember.
I do remember very well.
Every year your insurance premium will go down or whatever, loyalty and stick with a loyalty bonus or whatever it is. We've just, now it's just the norm. That's what we expect. First, young drivers insurance has always been a bit more expensive. Of course it has. We understand why, the new behind the wheel or whatever, right? But you've now got situations where a new driver, first time driver, wants to go out on the road and get their own insurance. You're talking premiums of like £4,000, £5,000, £6,000 a year.
Yeah.
But we just all accept that now. Oh, that's the norm. That's what we do. Life insurance, right? Life insurance. Do you know that
It's expensive for me.
once upon a time, life insurance used to cover you up until whenever, until you died.
Yep.
That's what it were. You started your premium and your payout were depending on how long you'd been paying for and what you was paying for cover-wise and stuff like that. Now, we just all accept that you could start... I'm pointing at Rob, by the way. You could start paying life insurance at, let's say, 21 years old.
Yeah.
Right? And you could say that you want a payout of, I don't know, 350 grand.
Yeah.
Right, for your life insurance. And they work your premiums out based on that. And you could pay that every single month. Right, without fail, same company all the way through, right, until you hit 70. Then your insurance stops.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you're still alive. And
You're still alive.
All your money's gone.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know the counter argument is well, yeah, what you're doing is you're paying in case you do. That's fine. But when did it become okay that you can just pay an insurance company for things like life insurance that ends on a certain date because they're going to sit there and go, well, you're going to die eventually. But yes, I understand I'm going to die eventually. That's your job to try and work out how can you charge me enough money so when I die, you still make the payout, but you've still made money. I have no issue with what that policy is, how much that premium is. That's your job to work out, not your job to go, yeah, we'll cover you up until this point. But when you get to this point, nah, we're just going to keep your money and that's it. You're not even covered, that's it. But what I'm saying is, we as a society then just go, okay.
Okay.
That's just
They're
what we're
moving
going
the goalposts.
That's
That's what
what we're gonna
companies. Companies are continually moving goalposts. Their terms and conditions, quietly moving them, and we're accepting it.
I used to think when you talked about home insurance, I used to think that if you've got home insurance, and if your house burnt down, they only pay you for the rebuild cost of your house. They don't give you the worth of what your house is worth. They only give you the rebuild. It's when you've got critical health insurance that will give you what your mortgage is worth.
Yeah.
So
to cover the mortgage.
Yeah, because your mortgage might be 250 grand, but the
Buildings
house only
insurance
costs
and-
95 to actually rebuild.
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
building materials, although now, I don't really know if it works like that, but do you get what I mean? And I think a lot of people get confused by that. I did when I first got
buildings
into looking
insurance itself, unlike car insurance, they make a lot of money from buildings insurance because most people will have buildings insurance all through their life and never
Never have the house stolen.
because the chance of your house burning down or falling down is very, very slim. I mean, of course it happens.
But in the grand scheme of things,
But in the grand scheme of
Well,
things,
not just that.
contents insurance is different. Car insurance is different.
You don't have
'cause
somebody.
obviously-
You don't have somebody crashing their house into the back of yours, do you?
Oh no, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Car
yeah.
insurance, there's accidents happening in every, but there are houses. So
but
that's
it's
where
home and contents insurance, so they're packaged together as well.
Yeah, well, you can, but for example, I do not have contents insurance because I do not like it. I'm not a lover of insurance. I've worked in the industry and I have as little insurance as possible. The insurance I have is car insurance because it's legal, and that's the point Kirk was saying. If you're going to make something legal, enforceable, then there's got to be regulation around it. Now, contents insurance, you can dip in and out. I don't have it.
Yeah, but I mean,
But a lot of people do tend to have
I've got it.
buildings in
I
contents
don't really
insurance.
know why I've got it, because ultimately, whenever something happens and I think, oh, I'll claim on the home insurance,
You
I go,
don't bother.
no, because they're going to put it up. So I'll not put it up. I'll just buy it.
Well-
but I'll keep paying for the contents
Well,
insurance.
that's one of the reasons why I don't have it.
Yeah.
Which is fine, and this is the thing that I suppose it boils down to with the insurance. So you're absolutely right, Rob. Unless your house floods
Yes.
and you had to replace everything,
Yeah.
then you'd be very glad you've got contents insurance,
Yes.
no matter what
Yeah.
your premium goes up. Anyway, I didn't expect it to go into that kind of level of detail. I've learnt something tonight. Thank you very much. How was Kendal, boys?
Oh, crikey, yeah, here we go.
It's been a few weeks, I know.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
You go first. What did you've not been before?
So overall, I absolutely loved it. I had a brilliant weekend. I think, obviously, the only thing I had to go with was Glastonbury,
Yeah.
which is never going to be a good
You don't
starting
listen to
point.
me, okay, do you?
well, yeah, no, I knew you'd said don't compare it to Glastonbury, and it's
But that's all you had to
it's
compare
easier
to.
said than
of
done,
course,
isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I get it.
But straight away, very obviously, much smaller. But then you start to see the benefits of that. You know, to get round the whole festival takes you half a day, right? Not a day to get around half of it. So you find your bearings a lot quicker, and you start to get to know where things are and what's happening, and we can go and watch that, then we could go and watch that sort of thing. Whereas when you're at something the size of Glastonbury, you know you're going to miss most of it because you just can't be in all these places at once, and it takes so long to get to another place. So the fact that you can move around it, there's loads going off, all different types of entertainment. Honestly, I thought it was brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it on the whole. Obviously, there's always going to be little things that you know that you have little gripes. A couple for me would be they made this massive thing about having loads of hydration stations. Get your bottle and you can hydrate everywhere. Nah, there were hardly any.
They were hard to find, weren't they?
Very hard to find.
They were around, but they just weren't very obvious.
And especially when they'd advertised it as bring your bottle because you can't bring your own water in.
Yeah.
And then you can hardly find them. And when you do buy water, it's £3 for a bottle of water.
Well, do you think? And again, I'm not. Do you think they purposely did that because they're trying to get you to buy water, or were they just couldn't be bothered to set up water stations?
Yeah, I don't think that.
I don't know.
I think it was just not. It wasn't prioritised enough.
Okay. Right.
As well as I just chucked my phone off the floor. As well as toilets. There
were no toilets.
There were toilets. There were plenty. There just weren't enough.
Oh, there weren't enough. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the toilets, are they unisex? Are they male or female? What's the toilet situation?
So there are portaloos that are unisex. So you mixed queues, if you like. Then you've got male and female urinals.
Female urinals?
Yeah.
In the open?
Yeah, where you just squat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They're like, yeah.
Are they popular?
Did you have a look at one, Mark?
Are they popular? Are they getting used?
I know what they look like.
I walked in and just looked at them.
Of course you did.
And
you mean at the women or the toilets?
Well, there was women there, but I just looked at the
You
toilet.
walked in?
Hey, Rob, no comment,
Okay.
Rob.
I just walked in, but at the time there was no one there, and I knew that.
Right,
I
okay.
kind of stuck my head.
He knew that when he walked in and realised there were no screaming.
Well, the
at him.
funny thing was, all they put between the toilets is mesh.
Right.
Obviously, mesh is see-through,
Yeah.
so you can see everything. The
Right.
women can see the men, and the men can see the women. So I knew there was no one in there, so I thought, I want to see what these are, because they've got like these walls around them that's
Yeah.
about
Chest height.
height.
Yeah.
So obviously I walked down and stuck my head, and it was literally, you imagine your sink where you've got the draining board, the main sink, and then you get the middle bit.
I don't have one of them. I'm not
Right,
posh enough.
Well, it's the middle bit that they basically cut out of a sink and just put it into a little thing with a pipe in it, so they just squat over that.
Yeah. Okay.
Bend down, squat over
So you
that.
like squatting over a plastic saddle almost.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, as you were saying, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there were areas that the toilets could have been better, and they have. I seem to think they were better in previous years.
I wouldn't even say better, just more.
Well, yeah, more. I just don't know if they were in different places, because they seemed to be a bit further away. That was the issue that I noticed,
Right.
and the one that was getting quite a lot of they were queuing quite often was the one. It was down from Chai Wallers, as if you're going down to Parklands.
Yeah.
And I think it was just literally because of where that path is. There weren't enough there.
Yeah.
So if you went to the far side of the main stage, as if you were going back to the village green, but on
Yeah.
the inside of the main stage, stacks, you weren't queuing for a urinal there at all,
No.
ever.
I think that's a big thing as well for the likes of Glastonbury that have the ability to have proper long drops, whereas they can't have long drops there, can they?
Well, they do have them, but they're not in the inside of the arena.
Not there. No, they won't be classed as a long drop at Glastonbury, or at any. They are.
Well, everybody else calls them long drops
I don't know why they do.
because you sit on them and it drops a long way to
Yeah,
the
but
bottom.
they're compost toilets.
Is somebody having to dig these holes out?
No, so this is what I was about to say. So at Glastonbury, they physically dig a huge hole in the ground.
We went into Rob's head.
Yeah,
Yes.
dig a whole huge ground, drop a big metal box over the top,
Yep.
and the drop is about 7-8 meters down. Right.
Right.
That's why they call it a long drop.
Right.
These ones that
And
Mark's talking about is literally about a meter below you. But it's at Glastonbury they call them compost toilets because you take in your compost.
Yeah.
You do your business, and then you just pour compost over. Not compost.
So they leave it all.
wood
They leave
shavings.
all this stuff in this hole and just
Yeah.
cover it over and leave it
Not
there.
there, they don't know because they're not allowed to. Whereas,
Somebody has to, so it's someone's job
So you're
after the
telling-
festival to dig all this crap out of this big hole.
So you're
Yes,
telling
yeah.
Oh my goodness
So
me.
you're telling me
Right.
that the holes underneath these toilets at Glastonbury
yeah,
are deeper
yeah.
than the gutter line on my house to the floor? Because that's 6 meters.
Yeah, mate.
Who's digging that?
Well, so I don't know if you know how these work, so it may be
JCB.
interesting for you.
I do know how they work.
So once you've done your business,
Hang on. The hole hasn't just magically appeared.
no, they've dug it out
With
with a
what?
digger.
6 meters deep.
Yeah. Well, but no. Bear in mind, I said they drop a metal box on. That's probably 3 meters high.
It's roughly 10 feet.
I don't know what that is in meters.
3 meters.
Right. Okay. Is that from the? Is that how much they dig down?
I'm better in feet than I'm meters.
I'm not arguing about how deep
listen,
deep people shit at Glastonbury.
I'll just explain it this way, right? Whatever the distance is, for me, when I look down, it looks to be about 5-6 meters. If it's 5 with
You're
this
doing
thing
a
on
lot of
the matter,
inspecting, aren't you?
Right.
You're inspecting women's toilets. You're
Oh, mate,
inspecting these
I
puddles.
was, when I went there, I was like,
Have you got a clipboard?
looking down that hole.
Have you got a
Anyway.
clipboard going around ticking stuff off?
Listen. So you shit in these toilets.
I don't. I
right?
went there.
At the end of the festival,
Yeah.
they then they backfill it with soil.
Oh.
They add worms after a certain period of
Worms?
time.
Oh, I
the
bet they're loving
worms
that.
eat it, and it turns into manure, human manure. They call it humanure, I think. they do.
Humanure?
Humanure, I think they call it.
Oh.
And then they dig that out, and they use it to
Refertilise the ground.
refertilise the ground. And that hole is dug back out for the next year. Sometimes they move it around, so they'll leave that filled in, and they'll move it to another area.
Right.
That's how they do it. But they can do that because at Glastonbury they own the land.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a park. They can't.
Park? What, kids are playing in it? Oh,
It is
wow.
a park, isn't it? Like a country.
It's it's a deer park.
Deer park. So they can't do that. So that everything that they have is above ground.
So-
basically.
I have some questions. Go on, Kirk.
Let's not carry on talking about
No,
toilets.
they're not about toilets.
Fab.
No.
Who was your favourite act?
Scissor Sisters,
Okay.
brilliant.
And anyone that you was looking forward to seeing and then was let down by?
Yes, Dick and Dom.
Really?
Yeah, really disappointed.
Right, okay.
So
What didn't they do?
it was more what did they do? And this might be my expectations. Well, it is.
Did they do bogies?
It is. No, they just DJ'd.
Yeah.
They just DJ'd. Now, for me, it was a massive wasted opportunity. I'm not joking. Well, obvious. You two could have gone on that stage and done exactly what they did with more personality, in my opinion. So their DJing was good. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see them.
No.
'Cause I've seen them twice before.
Well,
But I would disagree.
Well,
That we could do a better job than they can.
did you think their DJing was good?
I don't know whether it's pre-recorded or whether they do it live. I'm not going to knock what they bring. I can't knock it because when I watch it and I think they've got it nailed here. Everyone's bouncing, everybody's enjoying it, apart from Rob.
That's absolutely fine. But they're just DJing.
Yes.
That's like getting Ant and Dec and putting them on and then just DJing,
Well,
not talking,
yes.
not
Well,
doing anything.
Well, I have a huge problem with celebrities DJ.
Go on.
Go on.
Do matter what you're saying.
Yeah, go on, Mark. Go on.
I think it's Richard, Dick, if you like. I think he is a DJ.
Right?
That's his background.
Yeah.
Then he got into children's performing. So
Yeah.
the whole thing doesn't move away from where he started.
Yeah.
Is my understanding. They do the bogies thing.
They didn't do it this year. They never ever said the word bogey. Just pointing that fact.
I mean,
I was there right from the start.
I can't argue because I weren't there. However, I'd be absolutely stunned if they didn't because they've done it.
They never did the bogey. They never did. They didn't do any of that. They literally. When we left, I said the first person to speak was Johnny, who said, "I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed with that." And I told him, mate, I thought it was just me. And he went, well, it could have been anybody. They were just DJing. And I went, yeah, there was no Dick and Dom about it, was it? So it should have just been called Richard and Thingy.
So they went on the mic and stuff and doing all the working the crowd.
Yeah, bounce. You did that on Thursday night outside your caravan. You did more interaction outside your caravan than they did. I'm not joking, you mate. And so for me, I was expecting a lot more. So before their set,
they've underperformed their normal standard.
Before their set was 2 guys, and one of them he was putting wigs on, costumes on, backwards and forwards, and they were brilliant. And I were like, I can't wait to see Dick and Dom. If that's what they're like, they came out and I was like, you need to get them other ones back on because they are way better.
Right.
Come out doing all the. Did you see that on the next day they did a Disney show, like a Disney one? It was these two DJs I keep talking about, and one of them kept coming out in all the different costumes, always as a woman, all dressed up and and it was funny, it was hilarious. So unfortunately, I were let down by him.
Well, they've let themselves down by the sounds of things because that's far below.
Ask if you know anyone else that went. Ask them because I'd love to know if it's my opinion.
I'm going to look on the Facebook group to see what the comments are about it because people will. They've become almost a staple. That people go, you got to go and see.
I saw some comments of people saying how amazing they were, and I'm thinking, well, maybe that's just what people.
I mean,
want
why don't they come on and sing? This is my point about celebrities doing. They always. It's like Big Brother people, Love Island people. Anybody who's been on a reality show, and the background's not DJing, they place them in like festivals, nightclubs, and they do. Oh, they're DJing. And they're not DJing. And for me, because I work in this industry, and you should feel the same, Mark, it just waters down.
It does.
It waters it down. Now, I'm not saying they're all, I'm not tarnishing them all. And like I said, if his background's DJing, fine. But a lot of, I mean, you get soap stars doing it. Oh, so, Martin Kemp from EastEnders is DJing tonight. Since when's he DJing? Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it just really grinds my bones because they're behind decks. Obviously, they're not DJing because they're presets or whatever. And everybody's like, oh, they're amazing. Well, they're not because they don't do it as a job. So that's what frustrates me when celebrities are so-called doing DJ sets when they're not doing DJ sets.
I think that if I was to liken it how it feels in my head, what happened during
I know
set,
you're not talking about. You're not criticising them for DJing. You're criticising their set.
Yeah. Well, I explain it how it feels to me. It's like getting the Arctic Monkeys to come and perform, and I'm doing covers of other bands, and you go, I came to see your music, and you're doing other people's music. And I'm not relating that to what songs they played, just the fact that they weren't the act that I wanted to see. They were just DJs. I came to see your act that's relatable to what your show was and TV show and all that sort of thing.
If these so-called like DJ, if they did DJ say, they're going to come on and sing or they're going to come on and act, well, they can't sing and they can't act. So because they DJ, that's my point. It waters our industry down. So if I were an actor, they go, well, they're not acting because they can't act.
It's almost like they're saying anyone can do this.
Exactly.
Anyone can do
that. Our industry's just decimated anyway. And I got more when I DJ'd in 80s and early 90s. I had more respect as a DJ than I do now. I get no respect as a DJ. People just, they don't even say thank you to me. They'll go and moan. But back in 80s, I got loads of respect. It's frustrating. But anyway, that's my take on celebrity DJs.
Mark, this is your how many times is it now that you've been?
0.
Other one, you numpty.
I think 5 or 6, because there was obviously a couple of COVIDs. We didn't do 2019, so we did 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 23, 24, 5 or 6.
Okay. And how do you think...
Comparing them?
Was
rating them? Yeah.
Would you be like, yep, it was same as always, brilliant, or...
Yeah, so I didn't... And this has nothing to do with the festival. And you three know, and I won't go into the details on this, but you guys know that I wasn't my normal self going into Kendal this year. Through things happening, outside. Of having a good time, and so, but I didn't see anything that I thought was substandard or sub anything that I'd seen before in terms of what they were doing. There were a couple of things that I thought didn't seem as organised. On one of the days when we were walking in, the queues were huge to get into the arena, and I think that was on Saturday. In fact, it was on Saturday.
What time did you get there?
I want to say it was about 2:00. I think. Right. And it was the queue was massive, and it was literally 10 wide, and 20 or 30 deep. It was massive. It was for what it normally is, and it were really slow going. They did searches on the gates on the outside, then they did searches on the gates on the inside. And the queues just seem to be incredibly thorough, but only on that day. Right. Sunday, they were just looking at you and letting you through.
Right.
Friday they were just looking at you like, well, almost, they weren't just letting you through, but you know what I mean? It was just like, yep, through.
Oh,
yep.
Sunday were great, mate. We took beer in, we took everything in.
Saturday, it was Saturday was Biffy Clyro, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was Saturday. The queue to get in was bonkers, and I don't know why. I was talking to somebody in queue, and they said it's normally as a result of somebody that is performing that is attracting some kind of extra attention.
Okay.
As to why they're doing extra searches. You know, I can't think who was
Really?
on. Well, I can't think
That's
who was
a-
on the Saturday that
Strange.
would be either attracting any kind of I don't know, trouble or reason for people to be taking more drugs than they normally would be. And I say that because there are people there that take drugs like they do in any festivals. And so why the increased focus on really going to town on individuals as they were going in.
It's weird though, because we walked straight through on Saturday, but we were there at 12.
Right.
We just walked straight in. There were no queue.
Right.
And I think it's more the timing, because on Sunday we decided to go in a bit later because we knew we were going to stay till late.
Yeah.
And we hit that exact queue you're talking about on the Sunday.
So what? Can I just ask you a couple of questions? When you say late, how late does these festivals go on?
3 a.m. I think.
3 a.m. Do you stay till? Do either of you stay till this late?
The latest we stayed was 1:30, 20 to 2.
Okay, and I know Glastonbury has multiple stages, but do they have multiple stages at? I forgot where you went. Kendal.
Kendal, yeah. So I think there are 7 stages, official
Right.
stages. So you've got main stage, Parklands, Calling Out, Chaiwallas,
Woodlands.
Soapbox Town Hall.
That one in corner.
Although maybe it's
Wooden
not
hut.
maybe it's not classed as a
Tim Peaks.
yeah. I don't think they class that as a stage.
No.
See, for me, something like that, there'd be too much FOMO going off, because I'd just want one. Because I'm a very linear. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Person. Like if one stage, if there's other stages going off, and if there's somebody on I want to see it,
Yeah.
I'd be particularly Glastonbury. I'd be like, it sort of stressed me.
Yeah, but
It really would stress me.
I think if you were there, you probably wouldn't. If you were to imagine that the capacity at Kendal Calling is 40,000,
Yeah.
and I think I could be wrong, the main stage capacity might be 25,000. You couldn't have everybody there, and then. I
understand why they do it.
You couldn't fit everybody on the stage.
I completely understand why they do it, but my brain can't cope with it. So if I'm watching one band there, and
You're
there's
wondering what's going off over there.
I'm going, what's going off? So I'm going off there to see what's happening, and while I'm there, I'm going, hang on, I need to go and see what's happening. And
So
then,
you're not enjoying anything?
No, I won't. No, that's right. And Glastonbury, my head would explode. I just couldn't cope.
It definitely would.
I just couldn't, because there's too much going on.
Is that not like saying on a Friday night, let's say, I'm going to go to this pub or this theatre or whatever it is that you're doing on Friday night, and then sit there thinking, what's going off in that pub down the road?
Well, there's not.
I can't enjoy my company in this pub because there might be something else going on.
Well, it's just nothing happening. It's just saying what's happening in all pubs. I mean, if you're talking about a different theatre, then obviously I've got to pay to go in that theatre. Here, I've paid to go in Glastonbury, and I want to get all my money's worth.
That's what it is.
Do you know what I mean? So my head explodes.
If there's 200 bands playing, he wants to see all 200.
I mean, I know that's a weird thing of thinking. I know most people at festivals probably don't think that, but my brain does.
There's definitely something that all festivals could do with learning, and that is that you could repeat acts. You could have an act performing on Friday at this time and on a different venue at another time.
That'd work for
so
me.
that people can actually can work a little bit and get around some of them.
Yeah.
Because they're all dip in, dip out.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah, it's a difficult balance, isn't it?
You
because,
do that, Rob, as a festival.
So she'd reducing the actual amount of acts then.
Yeah.
And then you're then reducing your amount of offering.
Yeah.
So then the people that aren't into that,
But
I turn up.
It almost doesn't matter if the offering if you can only see one person at a time. How many people are actually seeing all their acts?
Yeah, I get that. I have got a bit of a confession to make, Rob.
Yeah.
So when I said you need to go and see,
Red Rum.
no,
I'm going to come back to that.
what did I call them? The Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
What did I call
Fleet
them?
Mac Wood.
Fleet Mac Wood.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought Fleetwood Mac were there then for a minute.
Well, I got it wrong. That was the right name for the DJs that you saw playing. I got the name wrong. I thought it was the band that we'd seen at Soulfest, So the name of the one that we're actually
I'm
playing.
confused.
Fleet
What's
Mac
happening?
Wood.
Fleet Mac Wood. The band I was thinking of was Meatwood Flack.
Right.
They're very similar. I can see
Well,
why that's
they,
gone wrong.
they are an actual full Fleetwood Mac tribute band,
Yeah.
and they are awesome.
I'm sure they are.
I know, and in my head, when I saw that written on the poster, I saw that and
That's who you thought it were.
pictured them. Because because all they do is they take the two words, mash them up, the Fleetwood Mac, and go, oh, Macwood Fleet, meet Flackwood,
Yeah.
or, and I thought, when I saw it, I thought, yes, it's them that were at Soulfest. And then when you said there were just two DJs playing really somber music, I thought, oh, I wonder if they either didn't turn up or there's been a...
We knew there was something
then
definitely not
and
on.
then I thought, and I couldn't get to the bottom of it, so I looked on the 2024 or 25 Soulfest lineup. I think we were 2024, 25. And they were there. Yeah.
Did you watch Biffy?
No, we didn't see any of the headline acts.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Biffy were
We were
absolutely
too busy
brilliant.
DJing his caravan.
I was in bed for between. It sounds
What?
really sad. This I know. I were in bed
Go on.
between 9 and 10 every night.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I couldn't get. Honestly, I enjoyed the company I was with,
Yeah.
and the pockets of having a laugh and whatever. I wasn't.
Just not
me.
in the
You were
right
low- you-
headspace.
You were in,
I
you were in
wasn't-
a low battery. Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah.
When you were, can I ask them when you if you go to bed at 9 o'clock, can you hear old music going boom 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 around you?
If you were laid there, you could be able to read it in the distance. Sort of,
Right,
you'd
but
be able
it's
to read
not.
remnants of
We're a
it.
35. We were a 35-minute walk from the event.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know how big the speakers are, do I?
Not getting
That's-
back.
No, that was more 45-minute getting back.
Yeah.
Did they not do one of those little mini trains?
They do shuttle
They
buses.
do a shuttle bus,
Yeah.
Shuffle bus.
but that's just for lazy people.
Yeah.
Is nobody on buses?
I want to
Yeah.
ask you about Red Rum Club
Yes.
because this upset me because I know you put it in the group that
Yeah.
you just weren't impressed, and the reason why is because look, we've said before, I'm not a massive connoisseur of music and stuff, and indie's really not my bag at all. I went to the festival to experience the festival and I enjoyed it. For me, it's not my bag of music. It's not. And Mark has tried time and time and time again to get me excited about bands like Stereophonics, and I just watch him thinking it's just like watching any other indie band. I know, don't at me. I'm just saying that to me, I don't get excited for it. And
So what made Red Rum special?
because it was more my type of music. So the fact that I remember being stood there last time I went, and I'd not seen him the time before, and Mark had a go at me, saying that you need to go and see Red Rum. Other one, you need to go and see Red Rum Club. It's your bag, it's your cup of tea. You will love them. And I'm like, yeah, just like all other bands you tell me I like. And so I didn't go. And then last time Mark was, you need, and I'm like, right, okay, fine, I will go and I'll watch him. And I stood there and I loved it. There was one of my favourite bands. And I clearly remember Rob stood there next to Daisy, and I said to Daisy, Rob would love these, because if I were to describe them, I'd say a mashup, and a very crude mashup. This I'm not talking technically, but a mashup of Scissor Sisters, the Scarlet Opera, and maybe a little bit of Sprinkling Scouting for Girls. They were brilliant. The brass, the
They didn't have any brass on stage.
They did.
It might
Did you two go to the same
if they did, they
festival?
must have had a trumpet.
They
That
did.
were it.
That's what it was. A trumpet.
trumpet.
Yeah, a trumpet.
Still
when you
brass.
said brass, I'm expecting a brass band on stage.
Why? I didn't say brass band.
Well, no, but they've got a
Well,
trumpeter.
in fairness to Rob, when you said brass, I thought the bit of a brass band.
They've got.
That's what I thought. But
Anyway, that to me, I remember being stood there. I loved it. I thought the songs were brilliant. The performance was brilliant. The showmanship was brilliant. And the music just especially because of how you got me into the Scarlet Opera. And that is the category that I would put them in. I was like, Rob would love these. I remember saying to Daisy, Rob would love these.
They're really uplifting, aren't they?
Absolutely. And then when you were going, I thought, oh, I can't wait for
so
Rob.
what went wrong?
I can't wait for Rob to see it. And when you put in the group, I'm sorry guys, I thought Red Rum were rubbish basically. I'm just like,
Did they do different songs or something?
I'll be honest
What's
with you.
happening?
I'll be honest with you, Mark. When I read his message, I ignored it, and I said to Daisy, he'll have watched
He's watched
the wrong band.
I didn't. We were there.
So it's over to Rob. Why? What happened?
Well, I remember getting there. Now, bear in mind, up to this point, everything that Mark had recommended, I'd gone to watch.
Okay.
I'd said, no, if Mark's recommended it, I want to watch it. And they were like, yeah, no, if Mark's recommended it, let's go and watch it. And up to this point, the only one that I'd been disappointed with was Dick and Dom. However, I still enjoyed, like, the music they played and everything were great, so I really enjoyed it. So I thought, no, it's great.
Yep.
And the other bands he'd recommended were like, I was bouncing. Go on. The ones that do have a lot of brass in them. They have proper brass in. They rap.
Barnes the Colliery Band.
It's
Grindthorpe.
like, go on. Saturday afternoon. Can't remember the name of them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were literally probably the second best act of the whole weekend. The tent was absolutely bouncing with brass. It's what do you call it? Type of music's really quite grungy. Not grungy.
Dirty Moonshine.
Dirty Moonshine. Oh my gosh. But they were second best act of the weekend. And so all these things I'd seen, I was like, right, Red Rum Club, it sounds good. And it started and I was like, cool, this must be a warm-up song, this one. So then wait for the next one. Next one started and I was like, okay, up to now they're just a band, they're just an indie band. Next one. Right, these are not very good. They're just, they were talented, lovely singing voice. The songs were all right, average songs. And yeah, the band. They didn't perform. There was nothing about the performance. He walked from side to side on the stage. He interacted a little bit with the audience, which was nice interaction. But that was literally it.
Can I just ask something?
Well, hold on, you asked me a question, I'll finish it. So,
Magnus.
and by song 4, I'd sat down. I didn't hear song 5 or 6 or 7. I fell asleep.
Right, my question.
That's how bad it was.
My question is, are they performing the different songs?
So if you've fallen asleep at that time in the afternoon, then I would say you were in the wrong frame of mind to be watching them.
I'd had a fair bit of drink. I was tight.
Yeah.
Which Saturday or Sunday this? It was Sunday, weren't it? I think so. I was a bit tired, but
Yeah, it was
I
Sunday.
wouldn't have fallen to sleep on someone that was really that great.
Listen, I need to settle in my head here that you've seen the right band.
Right, okay.
All right.
And the right tracks?
So can Mark? Can you pull something up on your phone?
No.
Other one.
Yeah.
And play. Let's try and get away with 30 seconds on copyright.
Okay.
I don't so, listen on podcast.
I'll play.
Is it up? Is volume up on track?
Yeah.
Yeah, what play
So
one of them.
you have a listen to this, Mark.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
and see
I'll
what you
listen.
think.
Yeah, okay.
Shall I
The
just play
famous one.
Well, they've got a few famous ones.
Are you connected? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just trying to gauge whether I should play a little bit of 2. Oh,
Is this him?
no.
Oh.
That was Charlton's playing on my phone. Just as I So, should I play a couple just to get?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
Right.
just
Okay.
obviously not much
so
of them.
what we'll do, we'll play.
Let's have a listen then.
Let's play this one.
Oh, here we go.
There's one that I sing along
Mark's
to.
doing his thing. Are we ready?
This is a nice steady one. I'll move it to middle.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that I missed your call.
Yeah, I heard this one.
Yeah.
So the one that you're thinking of, Kirk,
Yeah.
is Eleanor.
Yeah.
When I'm alone,
Put it in the middle.
I fill the void
I'm
with
not
a
sure I
box
heard
of
this one.
something safe and warm.
You were asleep at this point, I think,
Just
Mark.
what you are to me. If you could see what I see,
I don't think I heard this one. I think I must have sat down and fallen asleep.
this ain't, how won't class these as an indie band?
No, that's probably why I like them.
Yeah.
Well, they
Exactly.
are. They are.
I mean, they are technically if the independent, but they're not that indie vibe to me.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't mean that anymore.
No,
For
I
me,
know,
mate, I think
but
it was just the fact that the music was nice.
Yeah.
But because Mark, everything that Mark had said, there was something about them that was special. They were different. They were your Lancashire Hot Pots different. Dirty Moonshine were very different.
Were you in the same place on the main stage for Lancashire Hot Pots as what you were for Red Rum Club?
No, opposite side, but about same distance.
Right.
But I just didn't. It just
Because you did, from what I could see, you were quite the way out onto one of the wings.
We were
Yeah,
on one of the
yeah,
sides because I know Gemma bumped into you, didn't
Yeah.
you, went to the toilet. I just felt as though it wasn't as engaging as I thought they were going to be, and
Yeah.
I think the problem is
Maybe they
the
were-
biggest problem I have with anybody that's given the privilege to go on stage and do a live performance. For me, it isn't about going up on stage and performing your CD album. I'm not interested for that. I've got Spotify for that. I want you to
want a
bring a
performance.
performance, bring a show.
I'm totally.
And that didn't,
totally
and
with
that's
you on
what
that.
they didn't have.
Can we just play one more?
Oh, is it? Was it not that song you were thinking of?
No. Would you rather be lonely?
Yeah, because that's my favourite.
That's my absolute.
yeah.
Sorry, I know you're probably getting bored of it by now, but
Maybe you didn't enjoy it because it was so built up.
I didn't hear this one either.
Get
Because
it middle.
they probably played these later on in the set, and I don't.
See no place for me.
Sounds like Robbie Williams.
So I will be somebody when
Listen.
I wanna be. So baby, would you rather be? Would you rather be lonely?
So let me tell you.
lonely all the time.
Listen, right? I could actually sit and listen to that now on Spotify in my car, and I'd really enjoy that. In that environment live, I wanted more from them.
Which look, if they didn't bring it, they didn't bring it.
Maybe,
Do you know what I mean?
maybe they were
Well,
having an off day.
yeah.
Well, they weren't. They were absolutely on form.
Right.
I'm going to go back to if you managed to go to sleep,
Yeah.
you needed to go to sleep, regardless of who were on stage. And it would have taken somebody with some serious energy to bring you out
Well,
of
I
that.
gave them 4 songs, and
Well,
they were like,
that's
bored.
fine. You did, but all I heard and all I saw from people around me, as ever, wow, they were fantastic again, and they were.
Time at the bar, please.
If you loved them, you really should have watched Scissor Sisters. Scissor Sisters came with energy, and a performance that was just brilliant.
And I don't discount that, and I don't discredit their performing skills.
Yeah.
What I don't like is the need to use the language and do what they do in such a cringe way.
They didn't swear.
They did.
They,
Well, there were a hell of a lot of reports that they
They
did.
said there were a lot of people on Facebook saying it
I'm
weren't
gonna say
very
this- I'm
family
gonna say this
friendly.
again.
And I know for a fact that they do.
I'm gonna say this again. Were you two at the same festival at the same? Because there's so many times you're going, they didn't.
No.
And I'm like, what is
I
happening?
I didn't watch them, but the feedback that I saw on Facebook, pretty much the reason why I didn't want to go and watch them was because they were a bit crass in that they're very cringe, swear, like they can say what they want, and I don't like that. For me, you don't have to do that to be a performer.
It wasn't the swearing, I think, that would have been the problem, mate. It was the fact that like the lead singer was on all fours, the female singer was on her back with her legs pulled apart. It's that.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no need for it. But
Oh, no,
but
wait,
if that's their performance style,
Yeah.
then fine.
I thought-
I don't want anything to do with it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think I thought it was her name, animatronic. I didn't think she were in it anymore. I thought she'd left, or they've replaced her
They
with.
must have replaced her.
Have they
I couldn't
replaced
tell
her?
you what she looked like.
Because I know
but
when
anyway.
they reunited, because they reunited, and she
Yeah.
said she weren't joining her.
So, listen to their album, or
I
very,
will
very
do.
least listen to that song, because honestly, when I was sat listening, I listened to that song, and he proper performed it. The lights, the key change. Honestly, I was stood there going, "This is my kind of band. This is my kind of band."
What I will say-
listening to them recorded is not a patch on the
No,
performance they put in.
what I will
Yeah.
say is I am one of those people that either enjoys a band when I know the music, or they've got to be so different and out there, like Dirty Moonshine,
Yeah.
to actually go, oh.
I mean, I do get what you're saying about the performance, though, because who was it? Not last time, Mark. The time before. They are really famous. I'm just rubbish at stuff like this, and they performed just before the headline, and I said they should have been the headline.
Kaiser Chiefs.
Was it with the confetti cannons that went off, and they had to get ladders up to pull them all?
I think it was,
confetti.
that was on Thursday. I want to.
Who's the lead singer of
Ricky Wilson.
Yes, so him. Wow. I mean, when you talk about show, because I'm not a massive fan of Kaiser Chiefs music, it is what it is. But I loved it because of the performance.
We saw him headline the year after. Horrendous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We were like, where's his energy?
They were having an off day.
Honestly, the energy that he put into that pre-headline was like, I want a headline.
Yeah.
So
Almost
you-
like you've made a mistake here.
And I'm giving you an hour of everything.
Yeah.
give him an headline act, and it just for me, it would just come. That was it last year? Or,
It must have been. I weren't there.
it was subpar. We were like, this is boring.
I think it's even things like
He'd set his own bar too high for himself.
like you said, it's the pyrotechnics, the light shows of Biffy Clyro. It wasn't just their performance; it was the lighting. So it wasn't them, but everything combined made it so a spectacle. Do you know what I mean?
So $1 million question.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Mark first.
Yeah.
Me.
Other one.
You were waiting for it, weren't you?
Are you going next year?
We bought tickets this morning.
You done it?
Yeah, they went on sale today.
I did wonder.
Yeah. And I'm going to be in a better headspace next year.
I'm sure you will be.
Mark my words, I am going to be in a better headspace next year.
I'm sure you will be, mate.
And
You will.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
I'm going to give Kendal the kick that I normally give it, and I really enjoy it.
Rob, would you go again?
Yes, 100%. Am I going next
And
year? No.
Yeah.
Only purely because of money and
Yeah.
trying
Plans.
to do other things. But we
Still trying to finish his extension.
Yeah, we definitely will go back to Kendal Calling.
And just... sorry, go on.
No, have you got a
I
question?
think you're going to ask the same question as what I'm going to ask.
I don't think so.
I bet you are.
Did Gemma enjoy it?
Exactly the
Oh.
same question.
Oh, is it? Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't put Gemma as a festival type person. I mean, I know you went to Glastonbury and she enjoyed it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she done.
Yeah, no, she is. She is.
She likes of festivals.
I mean, apart from on the Sunday night when it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, we went into a tent and it just got a DJ on, and Rock DJ come on, and I'd had enough that I'd had enough to drink that I thought I'm having that table. So I got on top of the table and I absolutely gave it some, and that tent knew about it. And honestly, there were literally people with their phones out just filming the whole thing. And all Gemma, and this, sorry, what I was going to say was, Gemma's at the bottom of the table going, Robert, get down, you are going to hurt yourself, get down, you're going to hurt yourself.
So did she?
I need some. Right, which tent was this?
And did she record it? I want to see some video of
I
this.
think Johnny might have it. I'm not sure.
Because
Can we get-
I'm gonna
we
get
get
onto
to see
the
this?
Facebook group and see who's got the
Yeah.
recordings. Because I want to see
Someone
this.
must have.
Oh, they will have.
It was the tent as you walk in near the main stage.
The Oktoberfest.
Yes, Oktoberfest.
Where
That
they
makes
do
sense.
them
Right?
for
He's
Yeah.
gaining information, Mark, so
Yeah.
you can search for it.
Yeah, look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have one last question then. What was it going to be? Oh, did you manage to play all the requests that we got on the Facebook group on your DJ set on the Thursday night?
Yeah.
That were brilliant, by the way, guys.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant for engagement there. We absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Did you manage to get through the requests?
Yeah. Chris, who's now a follower. I need to dig the names out.
Did
I must admit,
did Chris
while
just
he's
turn up
looking-
at the festival?
While he's looking for his names, I should have said that Mark was probably one of the highlights of the festival. Because honestly, our caravan was approximately 40 caravans away from his, and it sounded like we were almost next door to his caravan. It was that loud.
Really?
And then when I went down there, at the time that I arrived, it got the smoke machine going and lasers.
I reckon if you keep it up more, because it's getting more of a following on
Yeah.
Facebook. People,
Yeah.
I mean, it got to a point where I started to. I knew you were going to do it because you did it last year and stuff, and that's great, and you should. But the first I saw of it was actually on the Kendal Calling page, where the chat-in had been tagged in the Kendal Calling page,
Yeah.
because they were there.
By
So it's
people
not
who didn't know who we
So it's
were.
not someone who knew you, and it's not
Yeah.
someone who knew the chat-in.
That's what we need to do.
It was literally, and I'm telling you, you keep this up, mate. I reckon you'll have a set of me at Kendal.
We need to
Yeah.
get a caravan,
Yeah.
cut the side out of it with it on a flat that comes up, and do a full on. Have you doing a full on set there? Get Mark, and he could do a little bit. You can do a bit, and I'll be a dancer at the front.
You're really selling this, Rob.
Oh,
Yeah,
by
we
the
can all
way,
do a set.
last thing before we spin this wheel, have you seen the highlight video of Kendal?
I've seen a short highlight with the Arctic Numpties in it.
Watch the 3-minute version that's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I've not seen that.
It's very good, and I'm in it.
Oh, there we
And
are.
on that note,
on this
shall we-
table.
Yeah, dancing to rock DJ.
No, completely different, but yeah, you'll see me on it. Shall we spin the wheel?
Yeah, spin it.
Do you know, wait.
Here we go. Oh, it's spinning. What's it gonna be? Oh, this is so exciting. Go on. He's nearly there. The Wheel of Features.
Was this one of those episodes where we said we'll not keep it so it's too long?
Yeah. We're gonna do a quick episode tonight.
Yeah, shall we?
Has Seb fixed the wheel yet?
I hadn't asked him.
Oh,
I hadn't asked him. I've got to say, actually, though, it's got to be a big thank you to Seb, because with the setup for the Wednesday night...
was he your rigger?
It's his... He takes
it's his
his
setup.
controller, his stand. And,
Right, you could be
Oh,
bothered
was
to take
that all this?
the laser and smoke and speaker were mine, and the cabling.
The awning was his as well, wasn't it?
The awning that I was in was his, yeah.
Caravan was his. The car was his.
Yeah.
Music were his.
His duvet and pillow.
Yeah. Anyway.
He just brought beer.
I will ask him to fix the wheel, though. And I can't now forget, because I've put it on this and he'll hear it, and he'll go, you didn't tell me you need me to fix the wheel.
Straight round.
Yeah,
He'll be straight round.
Because I keep forgetting to ask him.
Because the other weeks when his heard us going click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Right, Mark, spin round and spin it.
Shall I spin it?
Yeah.
Oh. Click, 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 click,
It's Kazoo's song, is it anyway? I pulled my headphone thing out and I couldn't hear any of that, so I didn't know where it was.
You're not
come
missing
in at.
anything. It's the 3-minute extended version. So
That's not the extended version. I'll tell you what. I'll put the extended version on
there's
for
a
you.
longer version than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Double.
We've got a problem.
What?
You've lost the kazoo.
It's at Kendal.
Oh.
It's not really.
Oh.
I need to try and find it, though. It's in here somewhere.
Okay. Shall we all find it?
It's there.
Well, that was easy to find. I'm good at this. Here we go.
Rather be lonely all the time. Oh, look, I'm going to listen to that.
Here we go. We're ready. Are you ready? Here we go.
Got it.
Are you ready?
Right.
Here we go.
Don't give us any more. Can you just give us that again? Wow.
I think it's funny that Mark's looking at us as if it's guys, why? Almost as though he might have been playing that to take the mic, thinking it was just going to be easy. But then he's looking at it. But I have no idea what that is.
I am. Can you play it one more time, please? Absolutely no idea.
Start downloading.
Not that one.
Right. All right. I've got a confession. That was the Pepto-Bismol advert.
That Lancashire Hot Pots played, didn't they? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so now you're going to give us another one now then?
Yeah. Diarrhea.
Yeah. Diarrhea. Yeah. Do you know the song, Kurt?
Yes,
Yeah, I've seen the advert.
Yeah.
It's gone a bit viral, hasn't it?
He's running. Well, he's running for Clacton, isn't he?
Hey, what? Is he the binhead guy?
No, that's the one different.
So the guy
Right.
with the brush and who's
Right.
got the diarrhea is running
I'm
for
just
Go
Clacton.
for it.
Pepto-Bismol man, yeah.
This is the middle of a song.
Okay.
And this is the only bit that you're getting.
Okay.
Because it is a signature sound.
Okay.
I won't get it. I know it. Have you not got it, Rob? Surely.
Well, that's brilliant, Mark. Thanks for that. See you next week.
See you next
See you
week.
next week. Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you for your continued support with our independent podcast. Did you know that you can interact with us and other listeners on Facebook, on the Chat In Tap Room Facebook group? You can also get in touch via email, innthechat@gmail.com, and of course on any of our socials. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.